didn't even know we were going to be found.
I didn't think they'd want to mess with this, but they said yes, we're important enough to put on.
Gary, you need to know that each one of us said the same thing.
Good.
We're
We're consistent. That's good.
Chico. Chico, what's your last name?
Eastridge.
Eastridge?
Yep. Those two words.
With a D in Ridge?
Yep.
I.
Very close to getting this time.
Yeah. Starting to win in March.
I was pruning. I pruned 2 apple trees.
Instead of having multiple notebooks and doing any town or agent in Hartland meeting or doing the same book. Don't want to lose it.
Gordon, is the tapping finished?
It finished today.
Really? When did you start?
2 weeks ago. I mean, Monday. I think Monday. Not last Monday, but the week before.
Okay, so 2.5 weeks.
And they didn't work Thursday and Friday last week.
When it was
So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 days.
It's a big job. Okay, Dave, are you ready?
Jim not coming?
Jim is.
Not good. Hey, Jim's up there. He has a sore throat.
Jim's got a scratchy throat. Yep.
So.
You can open the meeting.
Okay.
Get through the first 2 agenda items.
Okay, I would like to call the meeting to order for today, February 10th, 2022 at, it looks like 5:35. Okay. And first item of business is to see if there are any adjustments to the agenda.
Will we talk about the Merritt Campbell request?
We can do that
Okay.
later.
So hearing no adjustments to the agenda, we will move on to the next item, which is public comments. There are no members of the public here, so no comments. Item 3 is 3 Corners intersection 2022 Series 1 Vermont Municipal Bond Bank sale. We'll have to take an action on this after we hear from the town manager, Dave Ormiston.
So there's not a whole lot to say here.
Okay.
You will need to do 3 motions.
Oh.
One to adopt the resolution. Adopting the resolution for the Town of Hartland General Obligation Bond for the 3 Corners intersection project. And then you will need to authorize the town to sign the loan agreement, again, for the Town of Hartland General Obligation Bond for the 3 Corners intersection project. And then you will need to authorize the town to sign the what did I say last time? Loan agreement? So you got the loan agreement and the bond. So you're adopting the resolution, then you're authorizing the town to sign the loan agreement and the bond itself.
Okay, so is there wording somewhere that somebody can look at that to make motions?
I have not written that up. So the first one would be to adopt the resolution for the Town of Hartland General Obligation Bond
Would anyone like to make that motion?
for the Three Corners Intersections Project.
I'd be happy.
Okay, did you get that, Martha?
I think so.
Okay. So would anyone like to make the motion that Martha's
Why don't we
typing?
let Martha do it?
Martha, would you like to make that?
I will move that we adopt the resolution for the Town of Hartland General Obligation Bond for the Three Corners project.
That's
Is
sufficient?
that it?
Works. Three Corners Intersection Project, if you want to be
Okay, all right.
specific.
Three
But
Corners intersection project.
bam.
Do we need any sort of dates in there?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Second?
Yeah, I'll second it.
Thank you, Gordon. Any discussion? All right, hearing no discussion, call for a vote. All in favor? Aye. It's unanimous. Thank you. Next motion is the loan agreement.
Is to authorize the town to sign the loan agreement for the Town of Hartland General Obligation Bond for the Three Corners Intersection Project.
It sounds like the same thing again.
Well, the first one was a resolution.
Adopting a resolution, this was authorizing the town to sign.
To sign the general obligation bond.
Yep, for the Three Corners Intersection Project.
Martha, would you like to make that motion?
Sure. I make a motion authorizing the Town of Hartland to sign the loan agreement for the Town of Hartland General Obligation Bond for the Three Corners Intersection Project.
I'll second that.
Any discussion, any questions? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. It's unanimous. Motion carries. On to the third motion.
This is the same motion, except for you're authorizing the town to sign the bond for the Three Corners. You're actually authorizing the town to sign the bond for the Three Corners Intersection Project.
Wait, what's the difference between them?
One's the loan agreement, and one is just specifies the details of the bond.
Okay. Martha, can we call upon you?
All right. I move that we authorize the town to sign the bond for the Three Corners Intersection Project.
Is that specific enough, Dave?
Actually, why don't you make it the general obligation bond?
Yeah. Is that
To sign the general obligation bond
Yep.
for the Three Corners Intersection Project.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll second that.
Thanks, Gordon. Are there any questions?
Dave, we never mentioned the amounts. The amounts are on the paperwork. Do we need to verbally say the amount? Okay.
I think that what you have put in motion is okay. You are then going to sign
Right.
the legal documents.
Okay, so, you seconded it? Okay. Is there any discussion beyond that? Okay. Call for a vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor, motion passes unanimously. Thank you. And now, this keeps closing. We're going to sign them right now, Dave?
You've got to sign them, yes.
And then we were going to sign what? Something else? Mileage thing, or did we already do that?
That's right, yes.
Okay.
I'll print that off, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So here's the first one. You need a pen? Anybody need a pen?
No, thanks.
I'm gonna need a brief moment to print that off. I'm sorry, Mary, I spaced that.
No need for apologies. Thank you.
Dave, I noticed that there's a place for the town clerk's signature.
Yep.
I didn't notice, was there a corresponding place for the finance person? Treasurer.
Yep, treasurer done a couple of these as well. They will sign these tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty sure it's all.
You are the esteemed clerk. You should be on there first. What about it?
I said the clerk is going out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Place for date, Dave, we got halfway through.
He doesn't want us to fill in anything but the signature page.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yep, those get filled in just prior to the closing of the sale itself. Thank you for pointing that out. Mary, this one is just you.
I'm going to be crucified by this. Oh, that's just me. Sorry.
This one was signed for you. Here's the bond. Sign. Sign up. Sorry.
Well, I can't say that we've received it, have we?
No, but it needs to be, when he brings it with him, they think the closing will be on the 24th. It needs to be signed.
Already?
Yes.
Are both of those informational meetings at 6:30?
Ours is at 6:30. I'm not sure what time theirs is.
I think they haven't decided.
So this is going through the Vermont
Bank.
Bond Agency, and then it's going to be sold to the Boston company that's mentioned in that.
Probably the broker. So it will be us and whoever else is bonding gets clumped into one.
One huge amount.
The Boston place, I think, brings it to the market. Okay, so that concludes that agenda item. Let me go get the item from last meeting that needed to be signed. Everything there.
How many taps? You know?
Just a little shy of 12,000. He's working on more.
The 12,000 taps individually have to be put into trees. That's amazing.
I don't know help him do it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm sure you've done plenty of decades of it.
The problem is the pushing together of parts, stuff like kill my shoulders, I'm sure. It's just as well. Younger blood.
Yep, so true.
Were we supposed to get more information about the appraisal for the hydro dams tonight?
Oh, yeah.
So I thought, they would
Right.
have it so that we could take a look at it
That's
and
right.
hopefully say,
That's right.
great.
Yep. I don't know that that's coming though. Good, you can ask Dave. I forgot about that. Pretty boring TV one. You could get up and dance. Gordon could dance.
You could share your favorite cookie recipe.
My mother had knew some people when she was younger, and the man, they were from Italy, and the man, I think it was, no, his wife made really good meatballs. She wouldn't share the recipe, so it died with her. That used to be a thing, right? People wouldn't share recipes.
Yeah, well,
It's a shame.
Silly.
It is, really. Yeah.
I get frustrated with an online site. I find a recipe that looks like, oh yeah, this will do. And I start to read it, and then all of a sudden they kind of overlay it with, if you pay $10.95,
Oh.
You can subscribe to all the recipes. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah. I'm not like that. New York Times Cooking has good recipes. The New York Times.
Yeah, I subscribe to some things with the New York Times, but not the cooking one. And I get caught on that one too. That it's like three visits a month or something like that. And then
Yeah.
yeah.
How are the grandkids? They were? Oh, nice. How old are they? 3 and 1?
3 and 18 months.
Oh, 18 months. Oh, wow. Yeah, my college friends were on WhatsApp. You know what WhatsApp is?
I don't use it, no.
Oh, okay. Well, one of them lives in Turkey, so it's cheaper for her to do WhatsApp. So we all communicate on that. So people keep sending pictures of their grandchildren. So of course I don't have grandchildren. So I sent pictures of our new calf.
And the chickens and
Because we had a calf, on the coldest night of the year.
Oh,
Oh, really?
In the barn.
Just born?
Yeah, it was like 3 weeks. It was the coldest night of the year up to that point. It's about 3 weeks old now. So
Everything went okay?
well, it was tough. Tom and Connor worked for 24 hours to keep it alive.
to keep the calf alive?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, it was born,
Outside in the snow?
no, in the barn, but our barn is, open. I took the day off. They wanted me to make a calf coat for it, which I did.
Yeah, you just might want to clarify that this was approved last meeting and you just signed it.
Okay, we're assigning the certificate of highway mileage for the town of Hartland for the year ending February 10, 2022 We approved this at the last meeting, but we need to sign it. So, yeah, no, it was a big deal, keeping that thing alive.
I know what my father used to do is wrap them up in a blanket and put jugs of warm water in with the cat.
We did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom called 3 different farmers, and one of them said that, and Connor and Tom built a warming hutch, put a couple lamps in there. It was a big deal. But the thing is thriving. She's beautiful. She's all white. She's got little brown on her ears and her feet. There's a calf we had born like 3 weeks ago.
The one that was unstable when it was born.
Doing well.
Excellent.
But the reason she was born is because last year the cows got out.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody left the gate open, and they were missing for, 24, 48 hours. And they made their way back up to Ganson's, where they were born. And there was a bull up there. Yep.
So that is it. Gordon, you usually do a nice explanation on the Merritt Campbell. Do you want to just give that before you adjourn, or?
Okay.
Oh, wait, before,
Last Monday, I thought we left the documents for the approval for the reappraisal of the hydro dams, that we were going to get some information tonight.
So at the end of that meeting, we said, no, this was just going to be an administrative meeting to sign this paperwork.
Okay.
And any further discussion regarding that should be in a meeting
Public.
that was more, that was not a special meeting, that was
Okay.
one of our regularly warned meetings.
okay,
Good.
thank you. Sorry, Gordon.
Okay. So we occasionally get a request for funds from our, we have two funds. One's Merritt and one's Campbell, so we call them the Merritt Campbell funds. And we do not like to discuss those using names, because it's not fair to the people who are applying for some help, and the discussion does not qualify for executive session. So we like to just kind of talk about it after the meeting a little bit. We're not hiding anything, and if anybody really wants to know, they can look at the information upstairs with the treasurer's office. No.
So call for adjourn? Any motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
At 5:55. And I learned today we don't need a second to adjourn. Yeah, I don't know what meeting I was on, but,
I think it was last night's meeting.
oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I'm all confused.
I heard her say it.
I was on a Zoom today. Okay, so we're all in favor?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you, Chico.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Took this one. Adjourned.
I think we are done.
Right.
Cool.
Are you sure this is off? There's a red light still on.
It's still going currently. I usually let it run for a little bit.
Oh.
Are you still meeting?
No, we just adjourned, and we are going to have a short discussion on the Campbell Merritt Fund, which is somebody in town has asked the town for monetary assistance, And so we, as Gordon just explained, it doesn't fit under the open meeting laws. So,
I don't know, that's a little bit about, but if the select board is meeting, if you're all meeting in the same room and discussing something.
okay, why don't we discuss it without using names? How about that? Can we do that?
We always ask in favor, everybody's always complied. People are asking for
If he doesn't want to,
assistance.
I'm not going to force him.
No, I understand.
It's family information, it has to do with people in need.
Right. It's a confidentiality thing. Anybody in town could see Calvin. I think it's understandable. I'm saying this for the camera. Anybody could understand that they.
It's up to the cameraman.
We politely request it.
Are we gonna?
Okay, I'll go back there with that. I'll go over and
I mean, any of us could. Anybody watching this could need help at some point. I think anybody would understand the need for confidentiality and desire for that. So.
Ability to pay bills and family's name. We just request that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
That's obvious.
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, we just have a service to the people of the town to record everything that the government does, and I'm not looking to.
It's all in the public record. Somebody has to
The
know.
funds that they haven't for 100 years.
If somebody wants to know somebody else's private business,
They can go find out.
They
You
can
just
go
don't-
find out.
We don't need to deliberately blab it out.
right?
Doesn't
Me.
necessarily mean that.
Someone shows.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Is it something we can discuss
You
with
said
them about using
it
things?
executive session
I forgot.
statute, but we sincerely request
Yeah.
it.
David, man.
And it's always asked that.
different topic. I asked this the other night, I wasn't sure. But I asked Dave for the members of the
particular person's
Hartland
situation
group
and whether they
today.
already receiving money.
And get a contact and email them and just say,
Yeah, good.
get ready to go. And
So nobody's contacted one another?
I haven't heard from anyone.
Okay. That's a good point.
I was expecting to hear from Chuck Fenton. That didn't.
So
Mary, okay.
it's just,
She already did this.
all right, but I can explain it.
Sure, yeah.
Again, it's Campbell Merritt funds were established, donated to the town of Hartland about, I don't know, 80, 90 years ago.
Late 1800s.
Oh, okay, over 100 years ago, to help the indigent of the town of Hartland. And so to ask for help, which is generally people who are really stressed for cash, for bills, they generally write a letter to the select board detailing why they need the help, how much help they need. And we always keep it very confidential because I think all of us can understand how embarrassing it is to ask for help. It's difficult, it's painful to be in that situation, and we respect that. And one way we can help not only is monetarily, but to protect their privacy. So because it falls outside the open meeting laws, we ask for discretion on the part of the media. And that's why we don't publish names or anything else in the minutes. So people ask us for help, we talk about it. They generally what we do is if they owe money for an oil bill, we pay their oil bill, and that's how it goes. So, thank you.